probably going to at some point, but I want you to just pick one for each point. Just one. And think about this for a minute. The first thing that we need to do as we think about where we need to go is we need to do some planning. We have to plan and we have to go. Now, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than a physical trip when we ask the question, where are we going? In Luke chapter 14 and verse 25, there are people that are following Jesus for a variety of reasons. We know that people follow Jesus because they wanted to be healed. People followed Jesus because Jesus was feeding them. People followed Jesus because he taught them like nobody else. And we know why they were following Jesus. We probably know why we would want to follow Jesus. But as the great crowds followed him, some odd stuff happened. Some, shall I say, hard conversations happened. Some oddities, actually, for us. Because we don't, if Jesus came to Gadsden, we probably, and I may be absolutely wrong, we may not see the following that we may have seen in the first century. Because not a lot of people seem to be looking exactly for Jesus. And there were those Jews that were waiting for the Messiah because they were under Roman rule and they were waiting for that king to just appear out of heaven and just conquer the Romans. We get kind of content. But anyways, these great crowds were following Jesus, and it says in Luke chapter 14 and verse 25, it says, now as these great crowds accompanied him, he turned to them. Now this is to all the crowds. And he said, if anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and his mother and his wife and his children and his brothers and sisters, and yes, even his own life, he can't be my disciple. That's a hard statement. That's not the one to tell somebody goodnight for. It's a hard statement, but he continues. He says, for which of you desiring to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost, whether he has enough to complete it? Otherwise, when he has laid a foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what kind of king, going out to an encounter of another king in war, will not sit down first and deliberate whether he is able with 10,000 to meet him who comes to him with 20,000? And if not, while the other is a great way off, he sends a delegation